In a remote village, there was an old house covered in thick trees and tangled vegetation. This house was known as the Dark House in the Forest, and it was rumored to be cursed and haunted by malevolent spirits. No one dared to approach it, but the rumors didn't deter the curious from trying to uncover its secrets. There was a young man named Yusuf who had a passion for adventure and the supernatural. After hearing about the forest house from his friends, Yusuf decided to investigate the truth behind the rumors himself. He prepared his camera and flashlight and set out to the dark house on a moonlit night. When Yusuf arrived at the house, the dilapidated door creaked under the pressure of the wind. He pushed the door open and faced complete darkness inside. Yusuf turned on his flashlight and began his exploration. He wandered through the old rooms, where dust and decaying furniture covered everything. He took some photos of the old furniture and the tattered paintings on the walls, but he sensed something unsettling in the air. As time passed, things began to get stranger. Yusuf heard faint whispers, as if someone was calling his name from a distance. He tried to ignore these sounds, but he felt as though something was watching him. Suddenly, a picture frame fell from the wall with a loud crash, creating a terrifying clamor throughout the house. Yusuf looked at the broken picture to find an image of a family who appeared to still be alive, their eyes filled with sorrow and pleading. Yusuf continued to explore the house, eventually finding a staircase leading to a dark basement. He descended into the basement, where the thick darkness enveloped the space. Using his flashlight, Yusuf searched until he found an old, dusty chest. He opened the chest to discover old letters and photographs of the family seen in the previous picture. The letters revealed that the family had been suffering from a curse. The trapped spirits in the house were seeking revenge for the wrongs done to them. As Yusuf read the letters, he felt movement behind him. He turned to see ghostly apparitions appearing and disappearing throughout the basement. Fear surged in his heart as the noises grew louder. At the height of the horror, a ghostly woman appeared, dressed in old clothing and holding a small child. Her face was pale, and her eyes were filled with despair. She approached Yusuf and screamed, "Help us! We have suffered injustice, and we will pay the price forever." Terrified, Yusuf ran toward the stairs, but the basement door suddenly slammed shut behind him. Yusuf began to feel suffocated and quickly found himself trapped. In a state of complete panic, he tried to break the door, but to no avail. While Yusuf was in terror, he felt something touching his shoulder. He turned to find himself facing the ghosts again, but this time there was a deep sense of pain in their eyes. With fragmented words, one of them said, "We will not leave you until you settle the scores." Gathering his strength, Yusuf began to scream for help. Fortunately, his friends heard his cries and managed to break down the door just in time. Yusuf and his friends escaped from the basement, all in a state of sheer terror. After leaving the house, Yusuf vowed never to return to that place. Yet, he carried with him a constant feeling of guilt and sadness. He felt that the spirits he encountered in that house were still seeking revenge and would not find peace until justice was served.